Why wedding budget ideas matter. Understanding and implementing effective wedding budget ideas can significantly reduce stress and financial strain during one of the most important days of your life. By mastering these budget strategies, you'll not only create a beautiful wedding, but also set a strong financial foundation for your future together. Let's dive into some key terminology for wedding budget planning. First, let's talk about moving parts. Moving parts in wedding planning refer to the numerous elements that can change throughout the process. This includes the number of guests, which can fluctuate, and even your overall budget, which might need adjustments. Next, let's explore unknown costs. These are expenses that may arise unexpectedly during your wedding planning journey. Unknown costs typically include unforeseen circumstances and changes in guest attendance. To mitigate these, it's crucial to negotiate and lock in prices early and consider paying for services in advance for potential discounts. Now let's discuss wedding costs. This term encompasses the overall expenses associated with your big day. Wedding costs are typically high due to the nature of one-time expenses and the special requirements of the event. It's important to be prepared for these unusual spending patterns compared to your everyday life. Another crucial term is budget timeline. This refers to the schedule you set for your wedding-related expenses. A well-planned budget timeline helps you secure important elements like your venue and efficient early, followed by vendors, design, and invitations. This approach can save you money by avoiding last-minute fees and inflated deposits. Lastly, let's talk about deposits. These are initial payments made to secure services or venues for your wedding. Setting aside money for deposits is crucial. By paying these early, you can lock in your venue and plan for the number of guests, which helps in overall budget management and potentially saves money in the long run. Let's look at a real-life example of how these wedding budget ideas come into play. Meet Sarah and John, a newly engaged couple planning their dream wedding. First, Sarah and John decide on their number. They set an initial budget of $25,000, but wisely reduce it to $20,000 as their working goal, keeping in mind potential overruns. Next, they rank their costs. They prioritize the venue, catering, and photography as their top expenses, allocating larger portions of their budget to these areas. Sarah and John then set their budget timeline. They book their venue and photographer 10 months in advance, securing better rates and their preferred dates. The couple saves and sends deposits for their key vendors. By doing this early, they avoid last-minute price hikes and secure their most important services. As their planning progresses, Sarah and John encounter some moving parts. Their guest list grows by 20 people, affecting their catering costs. They also face some unknown costs when they decide to add a photo booth at the last minute. Luckily, they had some buffer in their budget to accommodate this. By being prepared for changes, Sarah and John successfully navigate these challenges. They negotiate with their caterer for a better rate on the additional guests and find a reasonably priced photo booth rental. In the end, Sarah and John's wedding comes in just slightly over their initial $25,000 budget at $26,500. But thanks to their careful planning and application of these budget ideas, they have the wedding of their dreams without financial stress. Thank you for watching our video on wedding budget ideas. We hope these tips have been helpful in your wedding planning journey. Remember, with careful planning and smart budgeting, you can create the wedding of your dreams without breaking the bank. We wish you all the best in your wedding preparations and a lifetime of happiness together.